For all those Windows users who like to try Linux, there's a good distribution called Linux Lite, which is very easy and good to customize or have a feel like you are using Windows, with all the customization that is available from the start screen, from the other things. So I thought it will be a good idea to install this Linux Lite on Windows, so that you can also do it by yourself and check the good features that Linux Lite has, and maybe you can change your mind and use Linux. You never know. So let us start. First, you have to download the virtual machine. You go to VirtualBox. You need to go to VirtualBox website in order to download it. I will give you the link. We press new. We name it Linux Lite. For the type Linux, for the vendors we choose Ubuntu and click next. Let's make it 1.5 gigabyte. It's enough. Next. Create. And next. 10 gigabyte is fine. Continue. And that's it. We can start. So it tells us where is your ISO. So you go into here, you go add, go to downloads. I have it here in the downloads. So I click open, choose, start. As easy as that. Remove this one. So welcome to Linux Lite. Start. I press enter. And we are now it loaded. As you can see, there is a welcome screen which helps you a lot, but this one you will use for after the installation. So here you install updates, drivers, set the restore point, the language, and if you like a dark theme you can change it from here. As you can see here, there is the desktop icons that Windows is very known for, and this is the menu. You can press it, you'll get everything. So let us first install it and see it in action. So we install here. So we follow the steps. So you pick the language, continue. Same, continue. It is better to check this one. Continue. We keep with the default. Install now. As easy as that. So he tell me that this, just say continue. Continue. So the username is Linux Lite. You can change it. You can write whatever you want. The username. This is the username. If you want to, they tell you about the username and the password. You have to choose a password, and you choose whichever password. I will use a very simple password, because you know in Windows they don't like to use passwords. So a very small password you can use, or even you can put login automatically. So even if you forgot the password, you can log in directly without entering the password. Continue. And it's copying the files. Let it copy and we will come back when it's finished. So installation has finished. Restart now or continue testing. So if I restart now, what I will do, if you are in a virtual machine, you do the following. You directly go to optical, you remove this, you remove it, force unmount. It will cause an error. Don't worry, it didn't cause anything anyway. And you go here to the machine and you press reset. That's it. This will reset the machine and will remove the ISO so that it will start directly on the installed hard drive. In either case, this is the XFCE Windows or Linux Lite. As you can see, very good panel, Windows-like. Everything is distributed. Let's say we start from here. The settings, there is the Bluetooth, there is also the printing, the HDMI, the sounds, all of the things that everyone will need. It is available, just like Windows, the old Windows, not the new one. For the accessories, you have a calculator, you have a simple text editor like Notepad, and also you can view your fonts, and it is easy for you to install the fonts using Linux Lite. The graphics, there is, unfortunately in Windows they don't have a graphics editor, an open source. This one comes directly, the GIMP is installed. So if you open it, you have GIMP out of the box. You can do whatever you want. The next thing that gives also, they have Firefox, and they have also the email client, which is Thunderbird. So it is good for you to, for office work, you have internet email, you have also VLC for videos, you have also for office, you have the spreadsheets, presentation word processor, but of course they are not Word or Microsoft Word, they are LibreOffice. So you can work here on LibreOffice. This is the data sheets, or called LibreOffice Calc. You tell me, how can I save these? Because it is in a virtual machine, it is not on my machine. Everything I'm doing here cannot be accessed here. One of the solutions, the easiest solution, is you can save it on the cloud. You take the file and then you upload it directly to your account, Google account or Microsoft account or any cloud-based system, and then you can get it back on your Windows machine if you want. So there is a trick. Or you can use WhatsApp or Telegram to upload directly to Telegram using Telegram desktop, and you can get it also on your Windows machine. There is another method, but it is complicated, which uses also the VirtualBox and setting. Next here is the system. They have the terminal emulator, the task manager, the process viewer. There is a partition manager, gparted, if you want to partition your hard disk, but it's a virtual machine, so you don't need this one here. Let me check the task manager. So the task manager is telling me I'm using 37% of my memory. I remember I gave it around 1.7 gigabytes of RAM. And imagine this is working on a 1.7 gigabytes of RAM. If you want to see also in the system, there is the process viewer here, or 1.5 gigabyte of RAM. Now the system is using 524 megabytes out of 1.5 gigabyte of RAM. So this system, with all the features, with the Office, with the multimedia, with the Windows like, all in 524 megabytes of RAM. So you might think of using it as your daily driver. You can install it without Windows and see how it goes. And this is a good startup for those who are on Windows and want to try Linux.